Shalom, Kol Halal, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rekaha Kwadash. Double honors unto the apostles, double honors unto the elder bishops. Salutations to all my fellow laborers doing this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so now more so than ever. The would-be judges, the 144,000, and the scattered elect that are scattered around the four corners of the earth, that be like unto the speckled bird, the Israelite foreigners among the heathen nations, that have the appearance of the heathen nations, the Israelite foreigners. And to the few Akwaf that are listening and learning to you, I say Shalom. This is your brother Malcolm from the branch of the Great Millstone here in Chicago, coming at you with another lesson in truth. And this video is an old video. I've used this clip, I wouldn't say quite a decade ago, damn near, both of these videos, and they were used by a lot of brothers. And the only reason that this information is known is because of the Hebrew Israelites. They were the one pushing this message. And now, you know, young brothers like this brother from Western Africa, all right, are waking up as a result of it. So the apostles and elders, the men of the Great Millstone, and the true prophets have definitely done a mighty work, done the work of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, because this is the Hebrew, the truth about who the Hebrews are is going mainstream. So the Israelis, the Edomites who make that false claim that are over in the land of Israel, it's like it's really senseless at this point for them to even try to pretend to continue the charade, all right, and pretend that, you know, that they're the people that they're not. It really makes no sense for them to continue the lie. I mean, you're already in power. Just be who you are and, you know, ride it out. But, you know, it is what it is. But I'm going to read a scripture and then let this video play, because he pretty much says everything that needs to be said. And you could tell the second guy, the chef in the chef hats, he's basically and he's from Romania, and I know some Romanian, you know, ish people that own businesses and stuff here in Chicago. As a matter of fact, one of them owns a very successful moving company, and I just thought I found it strange, because I remember being invited to the citizenship party, and I'm like, damn, wait a minute, you got a concealed carry and a business license, and you're not even a citizen yet. So, you know, that favoritism is showed unto them. These people cannot and are not the people of the Lord. But this is Second Ezra 6:27. One of my favorite scriptures in the Bible. And it's just a time that we're living in where the truth is coming out. All right. And it says, and it reads, "For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, which have been so long without fruit, shall be declared." And that is exactly what is happening. The truth is being declared to the dismay of Esau, Edom. All right. And it's scriptural that they would do that their tongues would fall upon themselves, that Job 27:15, that women, a lot of the information is coming out on Esau, Edom, it has come out from their women. But nevertheless, let's let these two men who are Edomite in appearance, you know, tell you the truth.
Let me just reveal some things. First of all, is that the Jews who are brought in Israel, most of them are white. Not most of them, almost all of them are white, including me. I was brought in Israel from a country which is called Bulgaria. It's a European country. And I can tell you that in every European country, there are Jews, and there is so-called organization, Jewish Agency, which is trying to take those Jews to Israel. If you track this organization, you can find out that this is not an Israeli organization. This is an American organization. Jewish Agency is an American organization which has the exclusive right to decide who is Jewish and who is not on this planet, and who to be taken to Israel and who's not. Now, if you
For the record, they do the same thing with the Native Americans, knowing that natives are also of Hebrew heritage of the line of Jacob. You have white people at the head of the councils on these Native American councils, Edomites, who using the blood quantum to decide. Why? Because they're trying to keep the separation between Judah and the 12 tribes. This has been and the rest of the Northern Kingdom. All right. So this is all has been a ploy, and he's going to explain it to you deeply. But just referring to Judah, though, he doesn't go into any history about the natives.
If you do research, you will find out that in Africa, in Black Africa, they're looking for Jews only in Ethiopia. They bring Jews only from Ethiopia.
Now, he mentioned that for a reason. He's going to explain it, but let me tell you this part. Ethiopians are Hamites. They are a different dark race from the Negroes. Okay? The Negroes, it even tells you in their own resources, are not, all right, in the Zondervan. As a matter of fact, let's get the receipt. Let's get the receipt. Evidence folder. I know it's toward the end. There it is. So right here in the Zondervan's Compact Dictionary Bible, which many Israeli scholars, help put this book together, they completely tell you that Ham, the youngest son of Noah, all right, the progenitor of the dark race, is not the Negroes, but the Egyptians, Libyans, Ethiopians, and the Canaanites. All right, so the Ethiopians are sons of Ham, not sons of Shem. So why are you going to go to the land of Ham? Why are you going to go among Hamites to find Jews? See that because they know that the evidence in the Bible tells you that the Jews were dark. So that's why they went to Ethiopia, because there's no way they wanted to bring the actual Israelites back into the land. And then they happened to learn the true name, all right, and start calling them the name. So they were trying to prevent prophecy.
I can tell you by knowing a lot of people, Ethiopian Jews here in Israel, that they're treated very badly, very badly. And many of them commit suicide because they cannot take it.
He's talking about the Ethiopian Jews and their plight, but the Ethiopians are Jewish, all right? They're Hamites, and they get treated so bad, many of them commit suicide, all right? But that's just because that's how Esau Edom treats people of color. Just watch the video where 6 bikers jumped a big black guy, a big Jake in Indiana, who saying that you need to pay your tab, and he was trying to pay his tab, and they jumped him and beat him down anyway. I don't even know if the man is alive or not,
From some place, Ethiopia, they don't have much there, but they live decent life. And when they come here and try to be humiliated and so on, some of them cannot even take it. Now, what I'm trying to say is that why from each white country this Jewish agency is trying to bring Jews, and when it's about Black Africa, they're going to Ethiopia, and this is where they stop. The only one place. Now, because of the same thing, they're trying to do the white supremacy here. They try to bring white guys here and to take the supremacy over Arabs, which are the local citizens, and over blacks, which are so far they're only the Ethiopian Jews. Now, what I'm trying also to say is that another question is why America needs Israel. There is no oil like in other Middle Eastern countries. There's nothing they can be attracted to. But why do they do all these things? Why do they invest money, bring white people and so on, when they build their system of white supremacy, just like in America they build in Israel? Why? And I can tell you why. Because the true Jews, according to the Bible, you can check it in the Bible, you can read Job 30:30 and some other places. They have never been white. They have been people of color.
And he's right. Now, because you had Jewish converts from the time of Herod, the Herodian dynasty, all right? But that's your Jewish, not the actual Judeans of Judah. There's a difference. And these people are claiming to be Jewish, and guess what? They are the remnant of the family of the people that were the Herodians. The Herodians were Edomites. All right. So when he said the Jews have never, the Israelites, the Judeans, they weren't so-called white people. All right. Okay. They were not.
And they have not stopped in Ethiopia. They were in Ethiopia, Sudan, and they have settled in West Africa.
There you go. So they didn't go to Ethiopia and Sudan. They went straight to West Africa. So Mali, Senegal, Ghana, Nigeria, all those countries along the Niger River, the Niger River. All right. And I've shown you 1,000 times that the word is actually pronounced nigger, not Niger at all, or Niger at all. That's an afterthought. And the word nigger simply just meant someone that was dark. It didn't have the negative connotation that it has now. All right. Once again, it's just like using the word gay. You know, there was a time when you said someone was gay, you simply meant that they were happy. All right. Now gay has the, you know, the stigma of the alphabet lifestyle attached to it. Same thing with the word nigger. Facts.
From West Africa, they have been taken as slaves to America. Brothers and sisters, blacks of America, it's you. You are the true Hebrews. You are the true Hebrews from the Bible. America gonna do everything, gonna invest as much money as it has, gonna fight as much wars as they can, gonna invite as much weapons as they can, just to hide this away from you.
Now, he was looking all over the place with his glasses on, but when he said this last moment, he removed his glasses and looked in the camera, and he said that with the deepest sincerity of his heart, which makes me, you know, think this dude, well, you know, but never mind. But the point being is that he saw something that rubbed him in the wrong way, which made him come and give out these receipts. Something he saw, something happened. And from what, and the word, the word is that bad things happened to this man after he did this. For what I've told, from what I, you know, if I remember correctly, that someone could do the research on it, but he ended up going to jail or fined or getting beaten. Something happened to this guy. All right. He literally sacrificed his freedom to say what he said. And this is an Israeli citizen. And if I'm not mistaken, he made this video in Israel. So this is very powerful coming from him.
Gonna take Israel, gonna bring white people here, and to tell you these are the Jews, gonna kill you, gonna kill Arabs, gonna mistreat white people like this guy, just to tell you this lie, that you are nobody and we are the Jews with all the history and so on. It has been deleted, your history. You don't know who you are. Don't forget about it. This is why America has been taking your history away, never to find out that it's all about you. I'm telling you this, please. I don't ask you to come to Israel and to start a revolution. I'm just asking you to start thinking this way, to believe me a little bit, because I'm living in Israel and I'm part of this injustice.
So he feels like he's part of this injustice, and like I said, he saw something, experienced something that the Lord put it on his spirit to pour out his heart. And like like I said, this video is almost a decade old, and I remember hearing the after stories, the after effect of this was this guy got in a lot of trouble for doing this.
I really believe that people like me and you, we can bring the justice back. Thank you.
Hi there. My name.
Matter of fact, let me get one scripture before this. Now, this Romanian guy, around the same time, these two videos, all right, came within months of each other, or weeks, when they both, you know, surfaced on the internet, going back almost a decade ago. All right, but this is our Romans 3:1, and this is why they want to be us. It's just simply for Edomite superiority, for racist reason, why they hide our history. All right. And because they actually believe in the Bible and they know it to be true. And what they're trying to do is get the birth rate back. All right. And keep Israel lost and in sin and separated. They're trying to prevent the prophecies from happening, and Judah to waking up, and then the rest of and Ephraim joining unto them, and and then the rest of the tribes follow. And it's too late because it has happened. All right. But this is our Romans 3:1. It said, what advantage then have the Jew, or what profit is the circumcision? The circumcision means those who that were under the law of the Lord and wake up to it. And then Paul goes on to telling the Romans, the Roman Israelites that were among the Romans, because that's who the book of Romans is to, not the Edomite Roman citizens, but to the Israelites that were among them, much in every way, chiefly because that unto them were committed the oracles of God. That's how you know that the statement I just said is true. It wasn't committed unto the Roman citizens, the Edomite citizens, and the other heathens that were there. Because remember, being in ancient Rome was like being in New York or Chicago. Everybody was there. All right. It says, for what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of God with no effect? God forbid. Let God be true, but every man a liar, as it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings, that is might overcome when thou art judged. So we're living in the time and the era when the truth is coming out to the shame and pain and dismay, shameful spewing upon the glory of Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed white man. They made it up. That's a social construct, was a made-up construct. There's no such thing as white people. All right, they're kind of red, pinkish, just like the Bible described them, and how the first guy described the Israelites as being dark, all right, being brown. All right, the Bible describes Esau as being pale and reddish, and that's talking about so-called white people, point blank, period. Not reddish brown, not maroon, not ruddy, but pinkish, as in pale.
Joseph. I'm from Romania, country from you. And I'm sorry for my English because it's very bad, but I hope understand me with this testimony because I'm a witness at Negro People Awakening. Before Roman Empire conquered this country, Romania, the name of the country was Dacia. I believe my ancestors were Romans or Greeks or maybe Dacians, Indo-European people, part of or related to the Thracians. I don't know this for sure. Whatever. Important is about real Israel. Metaphorically speaking, who is the body or the bride of the Most High, who Father is the creator of life, who creates sun, moon, stars, earth, beasts, and men. Now I understand, and I'm very sorry for what Greeks, Romans, Ottomans, and all empires and pagan people did to Negro brothers, who suffer a hard bondage and atrocities.
The yokes of irons, until we have broken your yokes around your neck, that did not happen to Jewish people. That did not happen to Israelis. They do not fit the prophecies. All right. The Holocaust in 1945 does not fit this prophecy at all. All right. Matter of fact, if you look at time, the scriptures tells you that 1,000 years is just a day to the Lord. All right. That's what it says. So if you look at the World War II, was basically a millisecond. You know, that was you sneezed and it was over. That doesn't fit the long suffering, the cutoff, and the being broken, scattered abroad, soul name being taken away, etc. That never happened to them. As a matter of fact, when you do your research, you find out that they were the villains. Most of the slave ships were owned by people who are bloodline related to the Israelis. All right, all the banks and the insurance companies that they got wealthy off insuring the cargo, etc., etc. That was Jewish people. That's facts. That's not hate. That's not anti any damn thing. It's the truth. To say opposite is anti-truth.
This is the Holocaust. Real Jews, Israelites or Hebrew Israelites have a black skin complexion and hair like wool. You so-called Afro-Americans or Africans or blacks or Negro must wake up. You are the real Israel who suffered the slavery and scattered on the earth through slavery. Read Deuteronomy chapter 28.
Wow.
You are from tribe of Judah by blood. In your body is the spirit of Most High. You are the living temple. Your nation's salvation is in your unity, and the earth's salvation is in your unity. We are pagan people, and modern empires must pay for corruption of flesh, earth, and life. You, Israel, chosen by Most High, are the only hope for entire earth. You are the living temple. You are the real church.
So he just told you, he just confirmed what we said about, the Wailing Wall. The Wailing Wall it has nothing to do with the temple. That was what remains of a Roman fort, Fort Antonia. All right. He just told you that the 12 tribes, the Israelites, are the living temple. The third temple is being built now. The fact that I'm making this video is evidence of that. The fact that the brothers on the highways and byways, that the apostles and elder bishops have been out there, for 4 decades, some of them 3 decades, now, and their fruit going on 2 decades. All right. It's the truth is out now.
Hope is not in corrupt religion with churches with stone and wood, or Ashkenazi Khazar Jews, Jewish and Jesuit popes, or corporation or bankers mafia who want you live now in mental bondage.
Yep.
Because you are they know you are a living temple of Most High, and these elites spray you with toxics from planes, and give you pork meat and genetic modified food, and his calendar, and fluoride waters, and drugs, and prostitution, and advertisement, and vaccines. And
let's just pause that. Let me take it back a little bit, because that's heavy. All right.
Toxics from planes, and give you pork meat and genetic modified food, and his calendar, and fluoride waters, and drugs, and prostitution, and advertisement, and
yeah, to destroy you, to destroy the world. All right. They seek. It's the same way that Herod sought to destroy the Lord, the same way that Pharaoh sought to destroy Moses. They do what they and even at the cost of their own people. You know how many Edomites died at the result of that needle, of the sudden death, paralysis, heart murmurs, all manner of HIV, messed up immune systems, the rampant cancer from the needle thing. All right. So Esau's so bad, so evil, that he's willing to destroy even his own, just to make sure that you Israelites stay under control. All right. This is what he's done. But now that the truth is coming out, all right. Oh, and then he also had the turning our women against us. The Lord's will, I'm gonna do a lesson on that later. That'll be part 2 to this. Because the Bible also told you that our women would be your daughters of Zion, will be whores in the streets. Our wives will be whores in the streets, and they will be against us. They're part of the confederacy, and now that's why you have so many women now saying they got to come back and make amends, and build with so-called black men now. And unfortunately, for the majority of them, it's way too late for that. You've done that much damage. You're the reason why the children are so messed up. You're the very men that your daughters that you don't want to date and stuff. They're the result of the broken homes with the woman in a role of leadership when she wasn't supposed to be, because she felt like Esau made her believe that she was in captivity under her man, and pushed matriarchy and independence. There was no independence the whole time. He pushed your man out. He put himself in his place. Well, let the schools and the government raise you and take these subsidies, and the hell with your man. Get him out of there. And look at the gang banging and the undisciplined and the twerking and the whoredoms. Come on, man. And this was all done by this man, Esau Edom. And now it's all backfiring, because now his people are a victim of that. His women are and his women are sleeping with the people he hates the most, mostly Judah. All right. So it's all backfired on them. Matter of fact, let me get one last scripture and get ready to close. This is Sirach 25 and 7. And it reads, there be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy, and a 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that have the joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. There is nothing greater than watching your enemy scramble and fall. Matter of fact, let me get one more. Let me get Baruch 4 and 25. And it reads, my children, and the Lord's children are the Israelites, not all people. All right. Suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you from God. So the Lord did this to us for disobeying. All right. It's like a father that whoops his children. All right. You know, the average loving father doesn't like to whoop his sons or daughters, but he does so that they will be disciplined, to protect them. The scriptures tell you, you spare the rod, you spoil the child. The child is ruined. My children, suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you from God. That for thy enemy have persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction and shalt tread upon his neck. And I can't wait to put my foot on the necks of this needle-toting lying pieces of shit. So with that, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Rakah HaKodash Kwam Yasharallah, Abad Babal.